to Memorial Stadium in Lincoln, Nebraska. Saturday afternoon's the perfect setting for a game like this. It's the Florida State Seminoles and the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
One of the most dedicated fan bases in all of sports, Lincoln, Nebraska is home to Memorial Stadium. 85,000 strong, pack it in every time this team kicks it off. Lincoln becomes one of the most special places to watch a college football game. Definitely a bucket list item. Nebraska continues to be one of the strongest traditions in college sports. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. And the Seminoles ready to kick it away first. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Quick handoff. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They're dealing with a second and long. Quarterback making checks. Just feeds the running back. He's stuffed after picking up one to the 23.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. This is a designed run. He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. The margin for error is so small in this conference. It's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises, and I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, you expect that in the Big Ten Conference, but now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year. They have to get off to a fast start today. That's what makes this game so critical.
To the air, it's Daniels. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Trying to pound their way forward, he picks up a couple to the 31.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Second down, he'll throw it. Unloads it left. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
You know, this defense knew the offense was going to try to take shots vertically down the field and do it in a variety of ways. That time, they were able to defend the corner route and swat the ball down.
The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. That receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida State.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And he tacks on the extra point. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Snap to the back. Makes the catch, and he's free. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. Big plays like that makes play calling so much easier. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 34. run in behind the big guys on the left. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you...
He's into the open down the middle. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. It didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Noles want to move quickly.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Non-man receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. To throw, it's Daniels. Spits it out to the back. He's got his man, makes the grab, and he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
And this offense is a pretty smart offense, and they're going to use their guys and their weapons all kinds of different ways, and you see it right out the gates in this football game. Getting your running back in space, running the real route, getting him matched up on the matchup you want so you can take advantage. This offense will do this all throughout the game.
Can't get him to the ground.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
These offensive scripts on both sides have been masterpieces as they are going up and down the field in the first. Second down, they'll go to the air. Gets it out quickly. Across the 45. Makes the grab in their space. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. And the Seminoles are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Fires left and wings it incomplete.
And those are the ones you just want to pull it back in as soon as you throw it as a quarterback because you know he was open, I had him, I just put too much underneath it and missed out on a big play.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Handoff from the gun. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
They'll keep it on the ground. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's 4th down. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the second quarter. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, first down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the threes. We need sixes.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Touchdown, Knowles! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Motion from the back. Snap to the back. Picks his way ahead, pick up of 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Making side adjustments here. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Short throw is complete, and he'll grab it, step out of bounds, and pick up the first down.
Out routes are very much about timing. It's got to be a quick, decisive movement from the quarterback. As soon as he sticks that foot in the ground, you know he's breaking out. Throw it right now so he can go make you a play. Great pitch, great catch.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Wants to go right back downfield. Fires to the tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Man, nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be, is just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
The Huskers come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the tailback. There's some room. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Well, when you talk Nebraska football, it always comes down to their ability running it on offense. Whether it's the option or whether it's conventional, they've got a long and illustrious history of great running backs. And
turning it on! He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Following that last play, there is an injured Cornhusker who is still on the field. The freshman running back being attended to. We hope he's able to get back in the game shortly. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date. The Cornhuskers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. The give to the back. Nowhere to go that one, it'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. A shot toward the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska! Well, that score leaves you with a burning question. Who had that dude? Whoever it was wasn't close.
No, and the receiver was able to run right by him and get to the end zone and camp out and put up his tent and build the fire and fill up the coffee pot and just about everything else in time before the guy decided to even get remotely close to him.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and they finished the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Carter. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. As productive as these two offenses have been early, you really can't afford an empty possession here. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Trying to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Well, what a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Running the red zone. It's Nelson. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They go to the ground. Touchdown, Husker! And they take it in for 6 more points. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Well, this defense knew coming into this one, if they could stop the run, it was going to be really, really hard on the offense. And I just love the tenacity they're playing with right now. This front 7 are flying around, getting to the ball carrier. This running back has had nowhere to go today.
To the air, it's Daniels. Throws for the tight end. Complete to the right. Still on his feet at the 45. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense. Nothing too surprising about seeing the Seminoles being productive in the passing game.
Man, we can think back, Reese, to so many great offenses for Florida State, and whether it's Charlie Ward or Chris Winkie, whoever it is, the trigger man being really, really good is the start of a great Florida State team.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he's brought down after a nice gain on the play. Give him 7 on that one. And now we've reached a 2-minute timeout. The Seminoles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Timeout called by the Cornhuskers. That's their first. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. Third down and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving a change impossible. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He'll try to take it back.
I'll tell you something. In college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball hawk.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Direct snap. Plows through the defense. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Cornhusker! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking downfield, it's Daniels. Finds his man, it's Robinson. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Looking to fire.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
When offenses get 1st downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the right. And it's incomplete as he threw the helium ball trying to float it in.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Using the quick game. Snags it and he's open. He's down to the 38-yard line and they can stop the clock. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Noles come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Got his man on the outside. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. The Seminoles in the hurry-up.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get...
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Makes the catch. It's Mills. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Just going to keep it after the snap. It's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Well, this guy has just been Johnny on the spot. Last week he had 2 fumble recoveries, and here he is again in this game, rotating the ball after it comes loose and hopping on it for his defense.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
In a sudden change situation offensively, that's when you like to take shots. The defense just jogs out on the field. Let's see if we can catch him napping, take a shot. Great job in the back end covering to force the incompletion.
Throws to the wideout. The pass is incomplete and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
We've seen a lot of good hands in the back end of this defense in this game. They've got multiple interceptions. That was not a good example, though. That should have been another one, but they say people play defense for a reason.
And it's 3rd down, but they're taking no chances. They'll send the field goal unit out before halftime. He slides that just inside the right upright. They cut into that lead. It's now 28-17.
And that's a nice end to this first half. Put points on the board, create a little bit of momentum. You're still losing, I know. Go into the locker room, talk about some adjustments, and come out with some momentum.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking to throw on first down. Looking for a huge play. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. You can grab, but you can't hold on. The defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air on first down. He wants to go deep. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. Let's start with TCU taking on the number 12 team, the Alabama Crimson Tide. And it's the Horned Frogs, keeping things within arm's reach here in this ranked-on-ranked battle. I think the plan here is just to get to halftime, then figure out a way to pull this out in the second half. And now we take a look at some of the other games going on around the nation on another wild day of college football.
All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Not hard to figure out why they trail to start this third quarter. 3 first-half turnovers.
So if you're on offense, let's just stay out of our way and find out what happens here in the second half. We're not even giving ourselves a chance because we keep turning the football over. If we can do that, we've got a chance to come back in this game.
I think it's a crazy balance between being really aggressive in the second half and finding ways to make plays, but also not shoot ourselves in the foot, right? Like, they didn't live well on that in the first half. Let's see if they can be a little bit more aggressive while still taking care of the football.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. That's caught. It's Robinson. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one.
And you got man-to-man coverage. You're running that curl route. That ball has to come out. You know you're going to get hit. Like, you know you stopped your route. He's going to be right there. He does a great job securing the catch, getting the first down.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. They'll run play action. Finds his tight end. Breaks into the open. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
And it's hard to imagine a defense losing the big fella, losing the tight end, but where was the coverage? Something broke down right there between linebackers and safeties to try to figure out where he was. He's the beneficiary. Catches the football, a lot of grass in front of him to make a big play.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass, it's Daniels. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Pulls it in. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, trying to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
The Cornhusker offense is out and ready to go on the attack. They'll try the right side. Might have a chance. Got enough for the first. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one, Reese, that this team was going to try to use their speed and take advantage of it, and they did right there. Nice gain on the run play to the right.
Found plenty of running room in that defense. They've got to find a way to get there, make the tackle in the open field.
Yeah, and they got to do a good job with their eyes, finding the football, and they've got to get a lot of bodies to this guy because he is fast.
They'll give him 4 on the pickup. It's 2nd and 6.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
Back has it. Across the 15. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the third quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You drive it down the field, and you scored. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Singleton. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. To the air, it's Daniels. Going long. He's got it at the 30. All by himself down the middle. Touchdown Seminoles. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And they tacked on the extra point. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find. There he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
They're going to ride this running back. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Man, I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Quarterback making adjustments. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab on the left. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
Gonna run it. It's Ives. Fighting off the defender. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. And the Huskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the ground. He's got it again. Runs through a tackle. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And again, finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, all right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
The Huskers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Quarterback may change this route. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Makes a catch. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. A designed run for the quarterback. Fighting for the goal line, and the ball's out. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Man, you go from perfect position of strength. I get to salt this clock away. I get to run this out. I'm going to win to, man, now I got to put my defense back on the field, and anything can happen, right, in football, and you can catch breaks, and so now you got to go out and earn it. You had this thing under wraps.
Florida State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. Down 2 scores in the 4th, the defense did its job to get the ball back, and now the offense has to make it pay off.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the 4th quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Pulls and throws off the RPO.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems...
Lost one deep down the right side. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? So this defense just shot itself in the foot, and now they'll have to try to stand up again after just handing the offense a 1st down. Under fire. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. The Seminoles will hustle to the line.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Daniels. He's looking deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
The offense has got to find something here in the fourth quarter. You can
wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On fourth down, looking to pass. Another interception. That's his fourth of the day. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense got enough space, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Husker! As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
And he tags on the extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Incomplete, and they got a hand on that one early.
And guys, I'm trying to find a way to be up here and be positive, and I guess here's how I'm going to be positive. At least the other team didn't catch it, because he's thrown it to the other team a lot today. It's been a struggle in the passing game. I'm not sure, guys, if it's not decision time to go to the other guy to see what he can do, because this passing attack has not been great.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him, they have been gang tackling him, and getting a lot of penetration up front.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back into 16.
You know, zone blitzes are so hard to identify if you're a quarterback, and sometimes there's small indicators that can give it away. Maybe it's a defensive end standing up in a two-point stance. Maybe it's DBs piggybacked over top of each other in coverage. But if you don't see it, you might get hit in the back of the head.
Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. So the Nebraska offense heads out to start this drive. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Back to the ground with the running back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound, no matter who gets the football. We're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
The official says no good. Well, the field goal didn't quite make it through, but still an 18-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
He'll start this drive firing. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. And the Seminoles now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to throw, it's Berry. He lobs one high down the left side. Makes the grab at the 30. Running free. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Florida State.
And that is exactly what this offense needs, man. They need that clock to stop. They need to make big plays and score. Their defense needs to join the party, get some stops, and the passing game continue to be hot, and they might get back in this football game.
From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Cornhusker offense is out and ready to go on the attack. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And I like changing things up. I like trying new things. Handing it to the tight end, that's something you don't see very often. A little creativity. Now, it was negativity in the end, but I like the creative thought process of trying to get somebody else the football.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Might as well keep pounding that rock at this point in the game, even though it's 2nd and 12. They'll run it to the right side, and they're able to make the tackle.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock. But the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. They go right back to it. They make the stop just across the 30 at the 31. It's 4th down. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. Gives them a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. Kick is in the air. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking downfield on 1st down. Rushes on him. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Back to pass, it's Berry. Here's a throw downfield late. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Time is not on their side right now. They can't afford too many more incompletions like that. They need to come up with some connections, and they've got to score points. They've got to get this passing game going now.
Black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big 3rd down. Punts it out of the air. He's going to have enough to pick up the 1st down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to throw on 1st down. It's complete.
And for quarterbacks, corner routes can sometimes be some of the harder throws to complete. So you can see this quarterback has really worked time and again in practice and throughout his career trying to...
Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT finally.
Oh, he's got some space. Headed to the end zone. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. Now they've got a little breathing room after that score, and a Week 6 victory is in the offing, it appears.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. This defense will try to keep everything in front. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Let's see what they've got on second down. The corners are walked up tight. Here's the handoff. And this play will be for no gain, and that is going to do it. Final play of the fourth quarter.